What's going on, Make Money fam? We're here back at it today with another no job series. So some of these will be a mix of jobs, side hustles, online business ideas, but I'm sure there's definitely one of these that's gonna spark your interest. All right, so today's top 10 strategies are brought to you by that big fat like button down below and smashing that subscribe button, because it's kind of like giving me a tip. I teach you guys how to make some money and just do it quickly. And if you guys can give me a like and a subscribe, it really helps support the channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And coming in at number 1 is investment. Now you guys might be thinking, skirt, like what is she talking about? We're here to learn ways to make 10K a month without having a job. And see, that's the thing. When I left my 9-to-5 career, I was officially jobless. I'm like, okay, no more benefits, no more cozy check coming in every single month. What am I gonna do? And I definitely made a lot of mistakes. The first one was taking that leap of faith just a little bit too early. I should have stayed just a little bit longer, saved up more money until I was really comfortable and had an emergency fund built up. But that's beside the point. What did I do? I had a TSP, which was my retirement account that I had when I was a civil engineer. So what I did with that TSP was I cashed it. It was like $35,000 that I was able to get out after the penalty was taken. And then I was able to get credit lines of up to $60,000. So I had some cash, right? And what happened after that is kind of embarrassing. I spent it all, okay? I spent it all. Some things were good, some things were bad, but the majority of things that I invested in was bad. But listen to this, because if we're talking about making $10,000 a month without a 9-to-5, we are going to have to put in some serious investment of time, okay? Time, fortunately, is free. There's no monetary cost of putting in your time. It is the most precious resource that we have. And it's a lot of hard work, okay? And so I bring up this point of investment because my mother actually recently asked me the other day, what would you do differently with all that money you had, or with money you do have in the beginning when you're getting started? Did you spend your investment money the right way? And I'm like, you know, Mom, I really need to talk to my subscribers on YouTube about this because it's important that they know. Okay, so with time investment, we're talking about not wasting your time with the shiny object syndrome. If you feel like right now you have the shiny object syndrome and you're like, I mean, oops, did I cuss? Sorry. And if you're like, man, I'm like interested in this and I'm interested in this, and oh my gosh, this shiny object, this new program, this new training comes along, and then you're like, oh my gosh, there's a mentor over here who's telling me if I, mentor with them, they'll bring me X, Y, and Z. Stop, okay? Meditate on it and pick one direction to go, because if you're trying to, start 3 YouTube channels, if you're trying to start an e-commerce store, if you're trying to do all these things, trading Bitcoin, blah, 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 it's going to be crazy and you're never going to have any success. And that sounds harsh. And I'm like, dang, Marissa, kind of harsh to your subs. But, the point is it's true. If you look at every millionaire, billionaire, the reason why they are, having the financial success and building the wealth that they are is because they are focused. So your time investment every single day needs to be focused on one thing, focusing on what action step you can take every single day to get closer to your result, to fail fast, to keep going, to not get super down on yourself when you make a mistake or didn't get something done that day. It'll get done tomorrow or the next day or the day after that. But don't worry, just keep pushing and use your time wisely in a focused manner. All right, so the next thing, and this is still on the topic of investing, if I would have had that cash today, starting from zero to invest, holy crap, here's what I would have done. I would have invested in expert courses that aren't very expensive. They could range from $200 to $1,000, and compared to the university, compared to even your community college, that is extremely, extremely reasonable, because most courses that you buy will have either, a 12-month period of access or lifetime access. And let me give you a prime example. There's a creator I know who has a course on remote rental properties and how to properly invest in real estate properties outside of the state you're living in and make those rental property homes into passive income. This girl has like 12 passive income streams, right? She also has a course about how to build an Etsy store and sell digital products from it. And I think these courses are less than $200. These are the types of things, you guys, if you see something like this, and this is something that's interesting to you to create an online income outside of your 9-to-5 or starting your own type of business, you can't be afraid to invest into these courses because it's going to give you an incredible ROI, because that girl has spent the past decade learning about rental properties. And that girl has spent the past, I think it was 4 years, learning about operating her Etsy store. And so if you have the budget when you're starting, maybe you have a budget of $1,000 or something like that, that is definitely where I would put your attention, but just take it one step at a time. Buy one course at a time. Maybe you also invest in a course that teaches you software. These have been some of my highest ROI investments, where I'm learning how to use the tools that I use on this machine, this computer back here, every single day. For example, I invested in a course called Up Level with Asana. The creator is my friend Louise Henry, and I think it was a $400 course, but that course alone has increased my productivity and has saved me so many hours of my life not wasting them, because she teaches how to use that free productivity tool. And oh my gosh, I would not be able to operate anything in my business, work with my team. And so the point is, if you see a solid course like that, I would definitely not hesitate to do it, as opposed to, instead of this shiny object business opportunity that promises you'll make 6 figures in 60 days or something ridiculous. Stick to something logical, stick to something that interests you, and don't be afraid to make that upfront learning investment. It'll cut your learning curve. It'll get you to doing those income producing activities that you need to be doing every single day. First business that we're talking about is a digital marketing agency. Now, this is very interesting because there's millions of these small businesses or startups that have begun, and what a digital marketing agency is essentially you, maybe a business partner, and other team members will help get clients or get small businesses who really need your help with social media management, with social media content creation. And this could even be helping small businesses run paid advertising campaigns. The list goes on and on and on. But these digital marketing agencies are generally a really great start and are only going to be in more and more demand over the next decade, as you know, really 100% of businesses are needing to have an online presence. And those businesses that aren't online, it's kind of like, what's going on? This is weird. Where's your Instagram page? Where's your Facebook fan page? So this is why it's important to capitalize on this business model now. And with this, it's completely free to start. Maybe you give your first clients a 14-day free trial or something like that. And the ones that you onboard, you keep as a retainer minimum for 3 months. So a retainer means that there's a commitment between you and the client. Minimum, we're gonna try this out for 3 months and you'll pay me for 3 months. And at the end of 3 months, we'll see what happens, how you like the results, and how we can move forward together or not. And so with all of these, keep in mind, you may not see $5,000 a month your first month. You may not even see 3,000. You might just see, 1,000 or, somewhere below that, just above that. But please keep in mind, I've seen all of these business hit well beyond the 6-figure mark level and 7-figure agencies, businesses, etc. So the second one is, in fact, being an influencer, where you create an audience, you create a following. Having an audience, meaning having people that follow you on a social media platform, having subscribers on a YouTube channel. Having an audience is the most powerful thing. And what people get hung up on is that, one, they think they need to start with an audience of 1 million followers, which is impossible. 2, they think they can't make money with having a small audience, which is super wrong. In this video right here, actually, I talk about brand deals and how as a micro influencer, you can still negotiate good payments and making brand deals and sponsorships, even if you are a micro influencer. Okay, so the next way to generate 10K a month if you don't have a job, or if you're thinking about leaving your 9-to-5 job, is to leverage smart traffic. What I mean by this is not all traffic is created equal, or at least not the traffic sources between Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And let me give you an example. Recently, we're in the beginning of 2021 at the making of this video. Last year in 2020, my channel earned $94,000 just from Google AdSense revenue alone. And you may be thinking, how? And that's what I was like at the end of the year, like, how? That is super incredible. That's the, PR personal record of my YouTube channel. And it was an incredible year. Very grateful for it. And the point of that is that YouTube is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful traffic sources. And another interesting fact is the YouTube creator community contributed $16 billion to the US GDP in 2019. That's equivalent of a lot of jobs. I can't remember the exact amount, sorry. But the point is, the creator community and building up brands and marketing it with video is officially this next generation new wave of jobs, okay? It's never been easier to start a brand online and to make a full-time income as an influencer. So YouTube is one example. TikTok is another example. You know, I recently started my TikTok account in January, and about 6 weeks later, I've actually kind of slacked off at posting on TikTok. I think I'm gonna post today. But the point is, I've gotten almost 9,000 followers, and I haven't posted that much. The point with TikTok is TikTok also has a creator fund where the US has set aside billions of dollars, and I think Europe has set aside, you know, millions and millions of euros, I can't remember. But you can start monetizing TikTok from the TikTok creator fund. So that's really cool. It's kind of like the Google AdSense, but on the TikTok platform. And so there's so many ways to leverage smart traffic where when you upload content, it is evergreen content. And so I don't know if you guys have heard of that new application called Clubhouse. It's a new social media app, and you know, I kind of like Clubhouse. I have mixed feelings about it. It's kind of like Twitter with virtual chat rooms, and you don't post any content. It's just you have a profile and you can follow other people. It's really weird. But the point is, you participate in a live chat room and then it just disappears. The chat room disappears, and it's like, okay, like the conversation never happened. But anyway, and this is why I say leverage smart platform traffic like YouTube, like Google traffic. Maybe you want to create a blog. Those are powerful ways to create SEO traffic that is evergreen. People are always going to be looking up and landing on your pieces of content for future advice so that you can help them solve their problems. And by the way, if your interest was just piqued on starting a YouTube channel that grows fast and that sells and you can monetize it like crazy, go ahead and download my Subscribers to Sales Blueprint. It'll be up here or the first link in the description. It goes through the 6 steps that you need to do to get started and do just that. And so speaking of influencer, the next business that I highly recommend to anyone, no matter what business model you're going after, and that is building and creating a YouTube channel and growing it. A lot of people, millions of people, love this idea and want to be on YouTube, and a lot of people do not. And so recently, in a video I made about my 2020 YouTube earnings, you'll see in that video that the year of 2020, I had my highest AdSense revenue month, meaning the amount of money that Google paid me for letting ads run on my channel. And it was $94,000, which is crazy to me. And that's just one income stream that I've created for my channel. Now there's so many ways. I've made so many videos on this topic of how you can go from, 9 to 5 to full-time influencer and have YouTube bring you a full-time income. I've seen it done over and over and over in our program, Subscribers to Sales. We have students going through this program and doing it every single day. It's incredible. But the key takeaways that I want to say for being a YouTuber is it's free. All you really need to get started is your cell phone and an audio mic like the one. This was about $27 on Amazon. So that is $27, but everyone has a smartphone nowadays to record, and you just need natural window lighting. This window back here, most people do have window lighting in their house or apartment, and really it's not about being perfect. People see my videos, they're like, oh my God, I could never make videos like you. Thank you, that is a compliment, but trust me, it did not always start this way. My videos in the beginning were awful. They were so embarrassing, and they were pixelated. They had zero effects. I was rambling and didn't put any effort in doing my hair or my makeup or looking presentable on camera. It's really interesting, my beginning times on YouTube, but with leveraging this platform, I've been able to create multiple 6 figures without having to run ads, without any paid advertising campaigns. And I do believe I'll make it to that millionaire level. You just got to keep doing the work. And so the next method that we're talking about with creating passive income is with Kindle Direct Publishing. It is absolutely free to get started. And what this is you will actually be writing and publishing a book, and then it will be promoted on Amazon, where there are billions of people on Amazon every single day. The traffic on Amazon is only increasing. And so this could be any book that you write, an ebook, this could be a children's book, it could be a novel, it could be any type of book that you want to publish on Amazon. So of course, once you publish it on Amazon, Amazon takes its cut, but you will receive a royalty for every sale of the book. You can charge anything from $1.99 all the way up to $29.99. The price is up to you. And from Amazon authors that I know personally, they say the key with Amazon success or Kindle publishing success is to choose a niche, kind of like anything, go deep and make sure that it serves a specific audience. And for example, if you were to make a children's book or some other type of book that has a lot of illustrations, if you go on Fiverr, there's so many different options of children book illustrations and cool illustrations that you don't need to do yourself, which is really, really awesome. And it allows your book to be creative and, look professional at the same time. So definitely consider Kindle publishing if you haven't heard of it, and writing a book and being an author interests you. All right, so the fourth way we're talking about for creating a lot of money every single month online without a job is by outsourcing a team. And so this could mean several things. As you're building up an online business, you definitely want to start outsourcing things as you're creating profit online, reinvesting back into the business, hiring somebody that can take over tasks for you that you just don't need to be doing anymore. Those tasks that really make you cringe, going through emails, maybe it's cleaning up emails in your autoresponder, maybe it's posting things to your social media, hiring a content manager, whatever it is. Outsourcing is very, very important. For example, with my YouTube videos, I have to outsource my videos because that's hours and hours and hours of time that would consume me every single week that I'd have to be doing to edit my YouTube videos. But instead, I'm able to save back, 7 hours, 8 hours per editing each video. So it's a huge time saver. And the other thing you can do is the other approach where maybe you're starting some type of freelance agency. Let's say it's a content management agency. Maybe you're doing some repurposing from clients. What you could do is advertise the jobs that you want to do yourself. So maybe you're like, hey, for $50, I'll repurpose your content. I'll work X amount of hours a week and give you this service. Okay, so maybe you take a stab at it of doing it first. Then the trick is to slowly outsource other people to help you with the job. So if you're charging $100 for a service, you want to pay somebody, $75 to do that job so that you are able to profit that $25, okay? So that way you're able to build out an agency, and realistically you can call it a passive income source because you are not having to fulfill the work of this agency anymore. So that's one way to start an outsourcing freelance business. The next way to make an insane amount of cash online without a job is to help people with things that you have already accomplished. What do I mean by that? Well, it really is as simple as that. Is there something that you've overcome? Is there a challenge that you accomplished? Is there a hardship that you went through that by the end of it, you're like, man, I'm alive, I got through it, right? Maybe it's a divorce, maybe it was fertility issues, maybe it was surviving a certain illness, whatever it is. If you've accomplished something and people that are in the situation that you were in a while ago need help with, you can get paid as a consultant to help these people. Prime example, actually one of our students in the Subscribers to Sales course, his name is Logan Trudell. He is a retired nurse and he's only 27 years old. And the reason he quit, okay, yeah, he did quit the nursing field, but he quit because he was super burnt out. He was having all these medical conditions, specifically one with his eczema. But he, quit the nursing field because it was extremely tough on him, on, his mental health, his lifestyle, everything. And so he quit. And now he helps other nurses stay sane in the nursing field, overcome their stress. And so he now has clients and is able to offer a service to these nurses who really need his help. And it's really cool because he recently started his YouTube channel less than 3 months ago, like 2.5 months ago, and started from zero, nothing. I remember when it happened. And just a short 2.5 months later, he's at about 800 subscribers. He's about to monetize his channel with the Google AdSense platform. And he just got his first paid client from his YouTube channel traffic. That's what I mean when I talk about smart traffic, is leveraging traffic that's going to bring you leads or potential clients that are interested in what you're selling, no matter what you're selling. Maybe it's a consultation call, or maybe it is affiliate marketing, or whatever it is. So that's an example of what is it that you know right now or that you've achieved that you can help other people overcome. So this next one is a side hustle. It's not really a business that you can scale per se, but it is a way to make some fast cash. and that is flipping. So what you would do here is go on any marketplace and see what people are giving away for free. Because a lot of times when people are moving or trying to get rid of stuff, they give away these bedroom sets and dressers and really nice shoes and electronics and whatever it is for free. And what you would do is go pick up those free things and then you resell them yourself. You resell them on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, whatever reseller apps there are in your specific country. And this is a way to make a quick few $100s. I remember when I did this when I was moving to Thailand, I got rid of all my stuff. I sold everything. I downsized from a 3-bedroom house, with a roommate, of course. We had a garage, we had everything, a backyard. I made, I think I made $1,500 at least from selling my stuff. And so that was a good chunk of change that I really needed during that time to, transition from living in the US to overseas in Thailand. So definitely think of, things you could resell in your house right now. Don't underestimate it and see what free things are out there that you can go get and resell out to the public. The next thing you can start for absolutely free and get some income right away is affiliate marketing. This was the method I used to actually make my first proper dollar online. I even was able to cross the 6-figure mark using affiliate marketing, which is basically promoting another person's product or service via an affiliate link that they give you. And when you connect the buyer to the seller and the company makes a sale through the person that bought through your affiliate link, then you get the commission. It is an amazing business model. I love it. I will always do affiliate marketing. I currently do it. It used to make up, honestly, like 90% of the revenue I had, but since then I have transitioned to selling my own products. But I love affiliate marketing. You can get started today promoting the things in your house that you love. Maybe you have some applications on your phone that you love and use every day that you can recommend. They have a referral program. Maybe there's a software or tool that you use online that you could be promoting right now. I mean, think about how many times we recommend stuff and things to people, and why not get paid for it, right? And so it's that simple. But really, when people ask, how do I get started? Just start with the things and products and services that you're using right now that you love and just start recommending them to your inner network, your family, your friends to create that first sale. Because once you do, you're like, oh my God, I want to make more sales, and you'll figure out how to do it more. And if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, I have like hundreds of videos on this channel, and you can check out my playlist on affiliate marketing after this video. And so the last business model I wanted to mention where you can get started for absolutely free is e-commerce. You can start an Etsy store. You can start print on demand with Redbubble, where you don't even need to put down any information or need to verify your profile to make your first sale doing print on demand designs. You can do the old, I know the old, it's not really old, but you can do the Shopify model and drop shipping model where you're drop shipping products from another country. E-commerce is a little bit complex, and if you do get started, I do recommend starting on a platform like Etsy or Redbubble where there's millions of people, maybe 1 billion people on that website looking up things. So there's already traffic on those channels and you don't have to pay for traffic using Facebook ads up front. All right, so the next way of generating a large amount of monthly income is with side hustles. Now with side hustles, going back to the investment concept we talked about in the beginning of this video, are we investing time or money? With side hustles, you will heavily be investing your time. It is essentially you trading your time for money and having an active income source as opposed to passive. So these are the side hustles where you would directly complete something and then get paid to do it. And so there's several different side hustle videos that I've made in the past, and some examples of side hustle jobs are with doing different things like delivery jobs. There's a huge demand right now for delivery jobs, especially during the pandemic. There's an app in the US called Handy, where if you want to clean homes or if you want to clean offices or clean anything really, or maybe you know how to do plumbing or something like that, you have a skill that people really need done in their homes, whether it's electrical work or something like that, you could do that through an app called Handy. Now, I don't know about you guys, but man, cleaning homes in the US is profitable. I mean, the average hourly rate of cleaners here in the US is like between $100 and $200 an hour. That's insane. Like, that's crazy to me. And so, don't downplay the cleaning services, So all of these business models I just mentioned are definitely cash cows. You can work up to 5-figure months on all of them and beyond. And my recommendation is just to pick one. Go super hard for 3 months. You'll be amazed at what results you can achieve. And then with that money, I'm gonna tell you what to do next and how to invest it. Because the downfall of most entrepreneurs getting started is they don't know how to invest the money that they have, nor the time. So let's get into that. And so the second way or method that I have for you guys is to cut back expenses. I had to do this when I was first getting started. If I didn't, I would have kept spending, maybe $1,000 extra a month where I did not need to. And this is really important to do a financial audit of where you are. And you're like, oh, Marissa, you're not supposed to be talking about personal finances on this channel. What is going on? But listen, hear me out. If you don't have these principal, personal finance foundations correct, none of this wealth generation is going to work. So what I suggest is to look at the expenses that you're spending every single month, everything from rent, utilities, subscriptions, entertainment, food, all that stuff, and see where you can cut back a little bit. And don't be cheap, but live frugally. There's definitely a difference. And what I mean by this is you don't want to buy 12 bags of dog food just because it's 50% off. Just buy 1 bag of dog food. You don't need to, buy a big pile. That's what it means to live frugally. Now, if you've made it with me this far to this point in this video, go ahead and smash that like button because it helps this channel out so much. And if you're getting any value at all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more videos like this to come on the channel every single week. All right, so the third step to wealth generation and building a 5-figure income per month is to build an emergency fund. Every millionaire does this or is doing this. And what this means is you want to start saving and putting away money to build up an emergency fund. So if something happened like the COVID-19 pandemic or something wild that the whole world does not expect and your income gets cut off, then you have at least 3 to 6 months to survive with the emergency fund built up. And I know the term emergency fund is just not sexy, right? But what we've learned is, and going into the roaring 20s, is that it is essential to have, because as 2020 proved, millions of Americans lost their jobs. It was devastating. A lot of businesses closed and they did not have any financial backup. And so that is why on your way to building an online business or whatever you're doing, you have to really hone in on building up this emergency fund, putting away money, not looking for it, putting away money, saving for taxes. And to prove it to you that this is something that's very important, this is the current book I'm reading. It's called Profit First. This book is super important because it's teaching me, and it will teach all entrepreneurs how to profit first from the beginning of having your online business. So basically the method in this book is you have 5 different bank accounts, you separate out your money, and there's some bank accounts like your tax account, your profit account that you don't even touch. You just save that money for your profit so that you make sure you have profitability from day one. And there's other bank accounts like operating expenses and a sales account. I forget the other ones, but this is what I'm currently implementing, because when we only focus on sales minus expenses equals profit, we often don't pay ourselves first. So that is a key component, is being profitable and paying yourself first as a new entrepreneur, as a business owner. So definitely start setting aside your profit, even if it's $20. It does not matter. You're just setting that money aside and not touching it. And the other thing I would do is, if you have debt right now that is high interest debt, maybe it's a high interest credit card or something like that, I would start attacking those first. Trust me, I come from a place where I was in 80 grand worth of credit card debt. It was so embarrassing at the time. I felt so like little and just like a bad human being. But guess what? I got out of debt. Yes, I got out of that big hole of debt. My credit score went from 400, like all across the board. My credit score was in the 400s, to recently, the other day, I looked at my credit scores and I had 775 all across the board. Definitely had a moment. That was crazy because I never thought I would reach that high credit score again because I was in such bad debt. But just keep working at it. Keep implementing these good financial principles and you'll be surprised where you are in 6 months from now. The next way is with remote work from home jobs. Now I know this video title is no jobs, but realistically, if you don't want to be in your job right now, your 9 to 5, if you're trying to create another revenue source with a job that's more comfortable, then this is the perfect option for you. There's so many companies right now that are demanding remote jobs, obviously because of the pandemic. I don't think the coronavirus is going anywhere for the next couple years, so people are getting cozy and comfortable in their homes. So a really popular job right now is assistance with vaccination. So a lot of companies are hiring positions where you would basically be scheduling people to get their vaccine. So you would schedule them on the phone, a different location, a different time, and you would be coordinating these things from the comfort of your home. So you'll be scheduling them also with different labs and with different, maybe there's community centers that are issuing these vaccines. So really the only thing you'll need is a good phone connection from home. And a lot of these jobs are wanting people to commit to minimum 1 year. So that's a good sign for you. Other resources, if you're wanting to look for remote jobs, I love jobspresso.co. I love remotejobs.co. There's plenty of different websites out there that have a lot of jobs available because small business startup companies are really wanting people with programming experience, software experience, and other sales and marketing experience. It doesn't even matter where you live in the world as long as you can get the job done. All right, so the next surefire way to create a 4-figure income, 5-figure income per month from home is with digital course creation. So what is knowledge that you have right now that you can package up and deliver in the form of video modules and sell to people? And this goes back to what I made in an earlier point where maybe you've overcome something that other people are currently going through right now and they want to accomplish. Or you know how to make cold brew coffee. You are really good with the stock market, really good with finances, really good with, what's another category? Maybe you know how to make homebrew beer. Maybe you are really good with starting profitable food trucks. Whatever it is, if you know how to do it, most likely there's other people who look to you as being the expert and can teach them how to do it. And that goes back to what I was saying in the other example of the girl who has a course about all kinds of stuff, about remote rental properties, about Etsy stores. She's packaged up her knowledge and created several different courses because her knowledge is in such high demand. She can't be teaching everybody one-on-one. And so that's why she's packaged up her information and created passive income streams on selling her knowledge. And if you're wondering how to get started with that, there's free platforms where you can upload video modules. I personally use a tool called Kartra. It's an all-in-one business tool that does everything. That's why it's called all-in-one, because it does sales funnels, it hosts memberships, it does email marketing, it does everything you need to function to run an online business, basically. So to find out more about Kartra, you can check out the link in the description below to start a 14-day trial for only $1. Okay, so the 5th way or method that you're gonna wanna do is to get an online business tool. So what we're gonna do right now is jump behind my computer and I'm gonna pull back the curtain of the most important of our passive income machine, our sales machine that makes us money 24/7 here at Team Marissa Romero. And I'll explain why you need an online business tool, and just alone by itself will create you lots of passive income in the future. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this business tool and email marketing and how I built up the #1 source of traffic that is all mine. It's the most powerful source of traffic that we have. So let's go. Okay, so welcome to behind my computer. And the tool that I wanted to tell you guys about is this tool right here. It's called Kartra. So this is the Kartra logo. And if basically you've heard of ClickFunnels, if you've heard of different email marketing platforms like Aweber, GetResponse, if you've heard of Kajabi, Kartra is exactly like all of those, except it's all in one. It has all of those features wrapped into this one tool. So you can check out the link to Kartra down below. And it has all of these features. You know, you can host video, you can do funnels, sales funnels, you can collect leads. And so a lot of this may not mean a lot to you right now. So let's take a look in the back end of my Kartra account. And so right here, you can see the most powerful source of traffic that we have built almost 19,000 leads in the system. So what this means is for email marketing, we've collected 19,000 leads, well, almost, right? And so day by day, you can see like all the leads that are collected, through, mostly the YouTube channel and other traffic sources that we have online. You can see today it's at the recording of this video, it's in the morning. It's like 10:30 in the morning, and there's been 16 leads, and this was yesterday. And so like the other day, there was 66 leads collected. And so you might be thinking, okay, well, how do you collect those leads? And I'll show you, but basically I use Kartra, use one of the funnel pages to build out a simple 2-step funnel, which is a landing page and a thank you page. Because in business, when you're building up a brand or something, you want to have something to give away for free, whether that's an ebook, a free training, a cheat sheet, whatever it is, so that your audience can opt in for free and you can start to build leads like this. And so as I mentioned, Kartra has sales funnel capabilities, and they have a whole lot of different templates, really awesome templates where you can easily just select it, click Launch Builder, and you can edit these pages. It's really awesome, okay? And they have different types of funnels for the type of thing you want to do, whatever your goal is. Maybe you have a free webinar. Maybe you have a membership you want people to enter into. Maybe you have a product review or something like that. You're launching a course soon. Whatever it is, Kartra has it for you right here. And it's really nice because there's no, complicated programming or coding or anything like that. It's really easy to do, but this isn't what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you was the email marketing piece, because that's very, very important to traffic and online business. Okay, so this right here, this part of the tool is email marketing, right? This is where you can send out a broadcast. So these are all different broadcasts that I've sent out to my list, which is a one-time thing. A broadcast is one email you send out to your list, and that's it, right? So most of the time, every single week, once per week, I email my list, my YouTube videos, and it's kind of like a newsletter because I give other tips and tricks and stuff like that. So, doing a broadcast is pretty easy. You would just go here to broadcast, enter in the name. So maybe it's like, here's, 4 tips for you this week or something like that. Okay, and the category doesn't really matter right now. But you would create the broadcast, and then you can choose who on your email list to send it to, because when you do email marketing, you're going to have different lists, and then you can choose like which people on your list receive the email you're about to send. So I just want to send an email. So then you would select send by email, and then you can click save, and then save and next, and then recipients, you can choose, let's just say everybody in my database, regardless of their status. Add. You can see how now it'll be sent to 17,000 people. And then you can click next. You can send a single email. And it's just really cool because down here, you can add the subject line of what you want to put and the preview text. And also you can add things like, the first name. So when people opt in, they put their first name in an email. So first name, hey, how are you? And it just really depends on what you're doing. So if you're emailing out maybe your new article on your blog, you can tell people, hey, this blog article today is about X, Y, and Z. And then the other cool thing about Kartra is it has different settings. So if you wanted to do an advanced letter, there's different design templates that are super cool that allow you to make your newsletter even more appealing to the eye. So you can just drop a template in here and boom, it's already laid out really nicely for you. So you can just edit these little pictures. You can edit the text. You can edit anything you want. You can put your logo. Down here, you can put your social medias, whatever you want to link to in this email, you can do it. So it's really powerful because as soon as I click, save and next, as soon as I'm done with the email, I can send it out instantly to all, 18,000 subscribers, and they'll receive it right away. So this is why collecting emails is very important, because it's your list, it's your traffic, it's instant traffic where you can email people and within one click, they'll receive it right away. So for more stuff on Kartra and this tool and how you can use Kartra to build your own passive income machine, you can go ahead and check out the information on Kartra. We have bonuses if you sign up using the affiliate link. It's really, really cool. So definitely check that out in the link below. All right, crew, if you're still here and watching this video, that is awesome. Why don't we continue the fun, continue learning and growing together? I invite you to watch this video that's coming up next about more ways of generating passive income. Just click right here and we'll see you on that video.